push up from the top. We're gonna be. We're gonna be.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Samantha. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We would absolutely love to have you in the family. This YouTube channel is all about vlogs and music and videos like that, so we do some vlogs, we talk a lot about music on this channel. And today we're going to be talking about the music artist Falco. So recently I was able to find some of his vinyls, only 2 of course, but I got some stuff, so I'm excited. So we're going to talk about my favorite 5 songs right now, the ones that are in English titles. As I get more comfortable speaking in German language, because right now I'm trying to learn some German all because of this man. I will maybe talk about that in the future, but I'm personally not ready to mispronounce a title on the internet, and yeah. So we're going to talk about some songs that are English titles. So let's go! Okay, so like I talked about in the beginning of this video, we're going to be talking about the 5 songs that have English-based titles, because I'm not ready to say the German titles yet and mispronounce them. But I'm currently trying to learn German to the best of my ability because of this man. His songs being in German has really given me ideas of wanting to learn German. So these songs are some of the more maybe popular songs, but I really am more comfortable pronouncing the titles of these songs. And maybe further down the road, we'll talk about the German songs completely. Because like obviously there is German lyrics and words in these songs, but the titles are English, so that's easy for me to pronounce and, you know, not say the wrong thing, because I'm always afraid of saying the wrong thing pronunciation-wise. So we're going to do this as I'm more comfortable with it. And I'm going to start with number 1, which is America. This song, I absolutely love it so much because of the fact that it's just one of those songs that you can just listen to and start getting addicted to it. The first time I heard this, I was just like, whoa, because obviously everyone kind of gets introduced to Falco's music, I believe, from Rock Me Amadeus. That is the song that introduced me to him in the first place, so Rock Me Amadeus. We will be talking about that song as well. That is going to be number 5 on my list. And also, if you do not know who Falco is, I forgot to say, he is an Austrian singer. So he's born in Austria. He was the very first, I believe, is what I read, to score a number 1 hit completely in German as rap. So I think that's super cool. I'm not too sure if anyone's done it since, but given he definitely made history with doing something like that, I do believe that is super cool. He had an amazing career. Of course, we did lose him back in the 90s. You know, it makes me sad. I know it makes everyone sad. We might not have known the dude, or maybe you did know him. But you know, I feel like that just makes everyone kind of sad. But yeah, the song America is just lovely. It goes, America. I don't know. I like the way his voice is. I love the way he sings. I love everything about that dude. He's really cool lyricist, and I believe I read on one of the albums that I did buy, he produced it as well or something like that. I think that's also super cool. So, you know, America is a really good song and absolutely love it. Number 2, Out of the Dark. There's a lyric part, it says out of the dark and into the light. That's the part that's constantly looping through my head ever since the first time I heard it. So Out of the Dark, I feel like, is number 1. These songs are not in order, by the way. They're just like 5 that I picked that we were discussing in this video. So Out of the Dark, I feel like everyone needs to come out of the dark, even if it's a dark time. You know, whether something's happening in your personal life or whatever, there is light at the end of the tunnel, so you just gotta keep going. And I feel like that's kind of what he kind of did with the song. And I really do like the way he put songs together and the way he created them, because you can feel so many emotions, and some of them are like dance songs, some of them are more emotional based songs as well. So I just think that's super cool for him to have done with his music, because he was definitely a very creative person. Number 3, Egoist. This one I've been recently listening to more. I hadn't really listened to it all that often, so I'm going through his catalog and kind of like picking out different songs to listen to. There's a certain part where it's like egoist, and it kind of like repeats in the song, so that's the part that gets stuck in my head. Again, I have not read up on the meanings of all these songs. It's just kind of what I'm thinking when I listen to them, and kind of what gets stuck in my head personally. So Egoist is definitely, you know, one of those songs that you just like to listen to. Maybe you don't know the meaning of the song, and that's okay. I feel like that's the fun thing with music nowadays, and even when the songs came out, you kind of get to interpret the music the way you feel and kind of how you see the ideas of it. And again, with any kind of music, that is something that's super cool in my opinion, that we get to perceive it in the way we do as a viewer, a listener, and stuff like that. Number 4 on this list is Vienna Calling. I've listened to the song so many freaking times, it's insane to me. I just love the way it goes. Vienna Calling. Doesn't go ha ha ha, but I just started thinking about it. Anyway, Vienna Calling is one of the more popular songs, I believe, so I do have that one on the vinyl. I'm looking off this way, so if you guys see me looking this way, I have the vinyl over here. It's Vienna Calling. It's really pretty vinyl. I love it so much. I'm so happy I was able to find it on vinyl, because I feel like some of these are kind of more rare to find, and when I went to my local record shop, I was like, that's mine. I also got one of his other albums on vinyl and a cassette, so I currently have 3 items that are Falco. I absolutely want to find more stuff that's Falco, whether it be, you know, CDs, vinyl, cassettes, anything Falco related. I'm hoping to find soon. That is what I really want. I want to find all the stuff that I can, kind of like I did with the Bee Gees and the Bay City Rollers. I want to own a lot of Falco stuff, so that's the goal. So yeah, Vienna Calling is number 4. And number 5, that introduces a lot of people to Falco, whether you're a new listener, whether you heard it back in the 80s or wherever you could have heard him, found him, discovered him, all that good jazz, is Rock Me Amadeus. There is a live version of the song that I'm absolutely obsessed with right now. I just like the way he goes Amadeus, and he kind of like, uses his vocals in a very interesting way, and I just, I'm obsessed with it. I really like the way it goes. I also do like the, of course, studio version, and the entirety of the video that came out for Rock Me Amadeus. Oh my gosh, that song and the video was so creative. Falco had such a creative ideas, and you know, the way his brain worked was like so amazing, and the way like I've read up about him and things people have said about him, and he just seemed to be like a very creative person. Of course, I personally did not know him. I was not born when he was around, or you know, but I feel like as you read up on stuff, you kind of get the ability to learn more about an artist and kind of see, you know, what they thought, what they did, and how their ideas worked for certain songs that they wrote and kind of came up with. And, you know, listening to the song, I feel like, you know, the music video is something that helps you kind of, you know, see his creative side. And, you know, I feel like the videos he did do, for whether it be music videos or like live versions of songs, so super creative and so amazing. That man could sing live. Like, I really wish I could have gone to a concert of his. If you guys have ever been to a concert by him, let me know how it was, because I love hearing thoughts on like live concerts and stuff. Because of course some singers do concerts, some of them don't sing live, some of them are like pre-recorded and stuff like that. I've heard like different things about concerts and kind of different opinions, so you know, some were pre-recorded and some was not, but I really do like the fact that his songs were live and sung live, and you can really tell. You can kind of really get the emotion and kind of, you know, just kind of feel how the crowd felt, because you know, you see their faces in the videos that are live, and then you see what he was in his stage presence and everything like that. So I just really think that he was a very impactful person on history, and I'm hoping we can kind of get him trending. He does have a lot of streamers. I feel like we can talk about more Falco stuff here on this channel, and maybe, you know, spread it all around and get him to be a talk. And you know, German music is a lot of fun, so that's number 5. Okay, so given this video is supposed to be just like the top 5 songs in the English titles, I know I kind of ended up rambling a little bit, but I feel like now that I'm able to talk about him on the internet, I feel like I'm going to tell you guys kind of my thoughts. Because I've never really done a video about him. It's like every time I introduce like a new artist to the channel, when I introduce the Bay City Rollers to my channel, when I introduce Westlife to my channel, it's kind of like you guys get to hear my inner thoughts, kind of hear how I feel, how I perceive the music, how I perceive the artist. And you know, I feel like that's super cool to get to know me in a way, because again, learning the way I think about music, you kind of get to see, you know, how I feel and what I think about stuff. And I think that is super cool to be able to do with artists and music stuff. So that is the 5 top songs currently that I've been listening to. Of course, there's a lot of German songs that he's put out that I am currently listening to, but again, I'm too afraid to butcher the titles. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys listen to Falco and maybe kind of want to go listen to him now that you kind of heard my thoughts. Check out his music, check out his German songs. Everything is super cool by him. There's not one bad song that I've heard by Falco. I'm still diving deep into his catalog, so of course maybe I haven't heard every single song he's done, but I love you guys so much. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave me a comment in regards to Falco or maybe your favorite song at the moment, and I'll see you guys on my next video, which will be very, very soon. Love you, bye!